An Ode to the Indian Soldier. I wrote this on the 10th anniversary of the Kargil War as I visited that area. As I wandered in the rocky, barren, and wild mountains, I couldn't help but wonder and admire in awe the cold, raw nature and beauty of this poignantly beautiful desert and water body. I walked on a land, the splendor of which every writer wants to pen down, the beauty of which every poet wants to shower hyperbolic adjectives on, the panoramic view of which is every dreamer's delight, the trail that every traveler wants to tread, the mountains that every mountaineer wants to scale, the hues of colors that every painter wants to put on canvas, where prayer flags snap in the wind on high passes and villages lie marooned amongst the spectacular mountain scenery. A place so quiet, so peaceful, so serene. I quite lost myself there, but it was only for a moment. And then, as though a bell rang somewhere at the back of my head, was it a bell or was it a roar of a gun? It took me back in memory. Wasn't this the same place that just a decade ago, at this very time of the year, was not as quiet and serene as I saw it today? It had echoed the bold steps of the Indian soldiers who had walked so fearlessly. It had reflected the blasts of the artillery shells that were fired from both sides. It had seen the bloodshed of the brave men who died so gallantly for this very land. I had known some who had laid their lives here, but there were so many more, those who I would never know. They called it Op Vijay. Vijay was ours. The cost was high. Precious lives, brave men, young hearts, high spirits, and that was the price we paid. For a while I wondered, for these barren rocky mountains, a terrain so difficult for habitation, was it wise to pay this heavier price? My doubts vanished in a jiffy the moment I stepped into the gallery of martyrs. I read every name on the board of honor. The photographs I saw were of hardships faced during the operation, of medical aid on roadsides, of soldiers, some wounded, some dead, some on the tread. The photographs were taken by those themselves who had no idea what lay ahead. Yet there was a twinkle in every eye, a smile on every face, and Josh in every smile. I was here to visit on a luxury holiday, as it seemed, to catch the rainbow on the mountain tops, to climb a glacier or two, to ride the snow scooters, and build snowmen with my daughter. But these men had come here to fight. They had scaled these wild mountains with treacherously high passes, not for fun, not for pleasure. They would die here, these men had known. I felt so small. I saw the Kargil Kalash. I felt a lump in my throat. My heart cried for every soul whose name I had read on the martyrs list. My heart went out to every family who had lost a part of their past, of their present, and of their future here. The Martyrs Gallery and the War Memorial at Daras, I feel every Indian should visit. A sense of gratitude for the brave men. Hats off to the men in green, for they have actually married the olive green.